The year was 1996, a time of great hope and change for the Philippines. Imagine the crisp, cool air of Baguio City. It was here that a very important event was about to unfold. The Second National Youth Congress was gathering the brightest young minds from all over the country. This was a moment of immense national pride. Young Filipinos, full of dreams and energy, were coming together. They were ready to answer the call of leadership. Their mission was clear: to help build a better nation for everyone. This gathering was more than just a meeting. It was a symbol of a new beginning for the youth. Among the many schools that sent their best representatives, one stood out with particular pride. Dr. Arcadio Santos High School, from the bustling city of Parañaque, carried its banner high. Their journey to Baguio was not just a trip, it was a pilgrimage of purpose. They were not just students, they were ambassadors of their community's aspirations. Their participation was a testament to the school's commitment to nurturing leaders. It was a proud moment seeing their school's name listed among the nation's future shapers. The Filipino flag fluttered in the mountain breeze, and alongside it, the spirit of Dr. Arcadio Santos High School soared. The delegation from Parañaque was small but filled with immense potential. They represented the hopes of thousands of their fellow students back home. The school had carefully chosen its delegates, individuals who showed great promise and a deep sense of responsibility. Leading this special group were two remarkable individuals: Dennis Salazar Ogina, a bright and dedicated student leader, and Miss Mary Jane B. Narag, a passionate teacher and mentor. Together, they embodied the school's values of excellence and service. Their presence at the Congress was a source of great honor for their institution and their city. Baguio City, known as the summer capital of the Philippines, was the perfect backdrop for this historic event. Its serene landscapes and cool climate provided an ideal environment for deep reflection and learning. The city itself has a long history of hosting important national gatherings. It was a place where great ideas could be born and nurtured. For the young delegates, being in Baguio was an inspiration in itself. The pine-scented air seemed to carry whispers of wisdom and encouragement. It was here, amidst the mountains, that a new generation of leaders would find their voice and their path. To understand the importance of the 1996 Youth Congress, we must look back at its origins. Just a year before, in 1995, a landmark law was passed. Republic Act 8044, also known as the Youth in Nation Building Act, was signed. This law was a game-changer. It officially created the National Youth Commission. For the first time, the Filipino youth had a government body dedicated solely to their welfare and empowerment. The government recognized that young people were not just the future of the nation, they were also its powerful present. The National Youth Commission was tasked with a very important job: to give the youth a voice in a national platform. The formation of the National Youth Commission was a response to a long-held dream. For years, youth leaders had been calling for greater participation in the country's affairs. They wanted to be heard. They wanted to contribute their ideas and energy to solving national problems. The National Youth Commission was the government's answer to this call. Its mission was to uplift the Filipino youth, to protect their rights, and to encourage their active involvement in public and civic life. The commission was designed to be the central point for all youth-related programs and policies, ensuring that the needs of young Filipinos were always a priority. The Second National Youth Congress was one of the National Youth Commission's first major initiatives. It was a concrete step towards fulfilling its mandate. The Congress aimed to bring together student government leaders from every corner of the archipelago. From the northernmost islands of Batanes to the southern shores of Mindanao, young delegates traveled to Baguio. They came from different cultures and spoke different dialects, but they were united by a common goal. They all shared a deep love for their country and a burning desire to make a difference. The Congress was a melting pot of ideas, cultures, and aspirations. This gathering was a powerful statement. It declared that the youth were no longer on the sidelines of history. They were now at the center of the stage, ready to take on the responsibilities of leadership. The theme of the Congress revolved around nation building, highlighting the crucial role that young people play in shaping a just and prosperous society. The event was designed to equip them with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration they needed to become effective leaders in their own communities. It was a dawn of a new era, an era where the voice of the Filipino youth would ring loud and clear across the land. The days at the Second National Youth Congress were packed with meaningful activities. The schedule was designed to be both challenging and inspiring. It was not a vacation, it was a leadership boot camp. The delegates, including our very own Dennis Salazar Ojina, from Dr. Arcadio Santos High School, started their days early. They attended a series of talks and lectures given by some of the country's most respected leaders. These speakers shared their wisdom and experiences in governance, community service, and social change. They spoke about the importance of integrity, compassion, and a strong sense of justice in leadership. Beyond the formal talks, the Congress was filled with interactive workshops and group discussions. This was where the real magic happened. Delegates were broken into smaller groups to tackle various issues facing the nation. They brainstormed solutions for problems like poverty, environmental protection, and educational reform. In these sessions, Dennis and his fellow youth leaders learned to listen to different perspectives, to debate respectfully, and to collaborate towards a common solution. It was a practical lesson in democracy and teamwork. They were not just learning about leadership theories, they were actively practicing the skills of a leader. A central theme of the Congress was the concept of youth for nation building. The organizers wanted to instill in the delegates a deep sense of responsibility for their country's future. They were reminded that their actions, no matter how small, could create a ripple effect of positive change. The workshops focused on creating concrete action plans that the students could implement when they returned to their respective schools and communities. The goal was to empower them to become agents of change, not just passive observers. Miss Mary Jane B. Narag, as a mentor, played a key role in guiding her student through these challenging but rewarding exercises. The Congress was also a fantastic opportunity for networking and building friendships. Young leaders from different regions discovered that they shared similar challenges and dreams. They exchanged stories, shared contact information, and forged bonds that would last a lifetime. These connections were incredibly valuable. They created a national network of young, passionate individuals who could support and inspire one another in their future endeavors. For the delegation from Dr. Arcadio Santos High School, it was an eye-opening experience that broadened their horizons and connected them to a larger movement of empowered Filipino youth. The experience at the Second National Youth Congress did not end when the delegates left Baguio City. For Dennis Salazar Ojina and Miss Mary Jane B. Narag, it was just the beginning of a new chapter. They returned to Dr. Arcadio Santos High School with renewed passion and a clear vision. The lessons they learned about leadership, responsibility, and nation-building became the foundation for new student-led initiatives within the school. They shared their experiences with their peers, inspiring a new wave of student activism and community involvement. The fire that was lit in Baguio began to spread throughout their school community. The legacy of their participation is a story of inspiration. The knowledge gained from the Congress helped shape the direction of the school's student government for years to come. Future student leaders looked up to the example set in 1996. The event became a part of the school's proud history, a reminder that students from Dr. Arcadio Santos High School have what it takes to lead on a national stage. It created a culture of empowerment, encouraging students to dream big and to believe in their own capacity to make a difference. The school became a fertile ground for nurturing future leaders who were socially aware and deeply committed to serving others. Reflecting on this event almost 3 decades later, we see its lasting impact. The seeds of leadership planted in 1996 have grown into mighty trees. Many of the young delegates from that Congress went on to become influential figures in their chosen fields, be it in public service, business, or civil society. The experience gave them the confidence and the network to pursue their goals. Dr. Arcadio Santos High School takes immense pride in knowing that it played a part in this important chapter of Philippine history. It is a testament to the school's enduring commitment to excellence and character formation. The story of the 1996 National Youth Congress is a powerful message that continues to resonate today. It teaches us that empowering the youth is one of the most important investments a nation can make. When we give young people a platform to speak, a chance to lead, and the tools to succeed, they can achieve incredible things. The pride of Dr. Arcadio Santos High School in this event is not just about looking back at a past achievement. It is about carrying forward the spirit of empowerment and continuing the vital work of shaping the leaders of tomorrow. The journey of every young leader begins with a single step, and for many, that journey began in the City of Pines.